So we got the first man to walk on the moon, the man who cured cancer, and the 45th president of the United States of America, George Santos, has been charged with federal crimes related to his campaign in 2022. Now, this is quite a significant development in the George Santos saga, as this is the first time we have him actually being charged with any crimes. So I'm going to go ahead and head into this article on CNN. George Santos charged by Justice Department in federal probe. Federal prosecutors have filed criminal charges against George Santos, the Republican lawmaker whose astonishing pattern of lies and fabrication stunned even hardened politicos, according to three sources familiar with the matter. Santos is expected to appear as soon as Wednesday at federal court in New York's Eastern District, where the charges have been filed under seal. The exact nature of the charges couldn't immediately be learned by the FBI and the Justice Department. Public integrity prosecutors in New York and Washington have been examining allegations of false statements in Santos' campaign finance filings and other claims. So Santos has fabricated basically everything about his past, his history, where he went to school, who he is, and to the dismay of much of America, who is used to politicians lying to them about their past and about who they are. But the way Santos did it was so blatant and so disregarding of the truth and disregarding of presenting yourself as being who you really are to the American people, that it was absolutely shocking to learn that Santos straight up blatantly just lied to many of his constituents. And there's been questions of whether or not it could be illegal and we could have Santos potentially removed from office based on him lying his way into his seat. All right. Now, like I said, there's never been somebody that's so blatantly, obviously has lied multiple times, time and time again. So we're going to see what these charges are and exactly which lies they are pinning him on. But my guess is that it's something related to campaign finance, and that because that is really an obvious thing. If you are violating campaign finance laws, there can be a paper trail that's followed, and you can easily point to this law was being violated by this transaction or by this not disclosing certain donations, or there's various different ways you could charge somebody with a campaign finance law. Now, like this just said here, we don't know the specifics of the Santos charges, but one could imagine they are linked to these lies that he's continually told people over and over again. Now we got House Speaker Kevin McCarthy saying he's going to take a look at the charges before determining if he thinks Santos should be removed from Congress. I'll look at the charges, the California Republican told CNN on Tuesday. So, I mean, you got Kevin McCarthy here even isn't able to just fall back on just defending Santos no matter what, because McCarthy knows just how much this guy has caused him a headache, and he doesn't want to dig his heels in and go, oh no, we're going to defend Santos before we know exactly what he's being charged with. So this last little piece here, this is kind of just all stuff we know, and this last little piece here I think is interesting. It says that he can remain in Congress. The charges do not, from a legal standpoint, affect Santos's status as a member of Congress. Nothing in the Constitution's requirements for constitutional office bars individuals under criminal indictment or conviction from serving, except for the 14th Amendment prohibitions for certain treasonous conduct committed after a member has taken the oath of office. So Santos, even if charged and convicted, can remain in office, and he can continue to serve as an elected official, because there's nothing in the Constitution that says if you are a convicted felon, you cannot be part of the Congress. Which is why even if Trump was, even if Trump was to be convicted by, in the New York case, for the hush money payments to Stormy Daniels, he could technically still assume office again, even being a convicted felon. So basically, what I think would happen if the way that Santos would ever be removed from office, it's not going to be him resigning under his own goodwill. It's going to be that there's so much pressure from his own base and his own constituents and his own party that it's no longer viable for him to continue a political career when you have 9 out of 10 people in Washington, D.C. that hate you and want you to go away. Santos is not a good look for the GOP. He's not doing them any favors in terms of the national spotlight on the GOP. So we'll just see how much more the Republican Party is willing to tolerate of George Santos's antics and his continued fabrication of his past. And we'll see if these charges, how serious they are, and if they at all change the calculus that exists within the GOP as it comes to George Santos and their mostly continued acceptance of him. All right, so that's all I got for you guys in this one. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, bye.